websites and what have you, people saying about dirty tracks and wheels on locomotives, etc., which they're having problems. You get something like this, I switch this on, oh, it's gone straight away. But if a bit of dirty track there, you can get, whereas nothing happens, and you're having to give it a bit of a push. Main thing is, what I'm trying to say is that with dirty tracks you will get problems. They need cleaning regular. With DCC, it's like a magnet to the dust in the air. It attracts it to the track, and you can really get a build up. I know with me, with many times when I've been drilling holes, etc., in the board or whatever, you get all the dust flying, and this is automatically drawn to the track. And it does need cleaning. If you've run an hour session, which I running every day, after a couple of days it won't go clean again. And I'll show you what I'm recommending. Apart from the usual rubbers, and that is a must, is our track rubber for the real ingrained dirt. You're good doing with that, and you can't beat it. But I use an easy method. Unfortunately, these CMX cleaners now are a bit expensive. I think when I bought this about 8 years ago, I paid about £90 for it. I believe they're about 120, 130 now. But they're quite heavy, very heavy in fact, and they're ideal because they're pushing down on the track. But I'll just show you anyway. I'm going to fill it up and show you how I go around using it. And I'd say, because with these, when you've gone round the track, you follow with the locomotive and rolling stock, and it also cleans the wheels on the loco and the rolling stock. There is other ways as well, of course. I always thought this was a good one. The Trix wire. You can just sit the loco on there, and it doesn't matter, you can have a diesel because you can do different axles, different, you know, front and rear. We just put the loco on. Slow starting up is this pannier, and that gives a good clean on your wheels. A lot say they don't like using wire brush on wheels, I know, but to believe you me that sometimes when dirt's built up on your wheels, on your locos, it's a good way of getting shut of it, that. Perhaps not the best of examples. Here's a better example with this class 47. You can see the wheels turning there. And then of course, just go onto your other axle. If you can afford it, you can buy two really and do both at the same time. But yeah, they're good for cleaning the wheels of those. But as I say, with a CMX cleaner, you can go around the track, clean the track, and then run your loco, your rolling stock, your loco straight after, whilst it's still damp, and it'll clean the wheels. My favourite cleaner is this Gugon. And I say, I mentioned, don't use it if you've got rubber tyres, traction tyres on some of your locos, because it'll burn it off. But yeah, it's fantastic, is that. Another one that's used quite a lot is surgical spirits. I've used both, but I always find the Gugon as a favourite. I'll just show you how I use it anyway. Topped it up from there, and on the CMX you've got a valve that opens there. Just squirt it in, put your top back on, of course, and just give it a wipe. And then you've got a valve there. You can open that as much as you want or as little as you want. I just do one turn, and then it's just dripping out nice and slowly. Trying to pick it up. Don't think I can focus in as much as that. You can just see that. Can you see that drip? No, it's not. It actually drips down onto the pad. And I say, with it being so heavy, That then is pushing down onto the track and it gives it a good clean. I'll put a locomotive on and take it round. But I just want to show you what you can get on your tracks. You see that? That's dirt. And that's not too bad because I've cleaned that not so long since. You see what I mean? Dirt. That's black. And when I've gone around with this a few times, I also recommend on my, well, I've got a biggish circuit, but I go around about 3 times. I put a loco on it. I need a powerful locomotive on to pull it round because they're quite heavy. That 47 of mine's a beautiful puller. What I'm doing, I'm going to run it round 3 times on a full circuit. Just a nice steady pace. Do a little bit faster that actually. I'm going to say I'm going to do about 3 times like that. I'll see what dirt there is. You see that dirt? As I say, they're not too bad, mine, because I did them only last week. I see a bit further down some older track. Right, well, it's run over once down this end. Now look at that dirt. And we'll try it again after we've been round, say 3 or 4 times. But that's what your problem is. You don't have to have a CMX to do it, to take the clean around. You can just put it on a cloth and go around with your cloth. Just don't overdo it, but just damp your cloth with it. And go around your track and then go around and with a dry bit of cloth afterwards and just rub over it, or rub over it with your rubber. Right, well, we've been over it 3 times now with a cleaner. I'll just give it another wipe with a cloth. You can see it's just still a little bit, but not much now, and that's how you want it. You want to be able to run a white cloth on it and not show any dirt. You get the drift anyway. As I say, it's important you do it regular, it really is. With DCC, I mean, it's, you know, with ordinary analogue, you're probably not so bad. In fact, I've never run analogue, but I know that I've been with people who have, and they clean about once every 12 months. But yeah, that's the way to do it. Round to this side now. You've still got dirt on there, see? And I say you can't beat the rubber. It gets really bad. You go down with your rubber. I mean, mine's not so bad now. But you don't realise how much dirt is on until you do something like that. See, it's running perfect, looks perfect, but you look at the dirt still there. And that's what you get with ECC. I've known them where they've gone quite a while and locomotives come to a standing stop and absolutely thick black. So that's not so bad now. In fact, there's hardly any at all there now. See what I mean? And of course, with that goo gone going down the track, it loosens it up. So we'll get up as much as we can. But you can't beat going over it then with your rubber. And there we have it. Nothing at all hardly. Patches like this as well. Where is it? You see it? That bit there. That's really ingrained. And that's when you do need a rubber. 2 or 3 goes with your rubber and that's off. I think it was on last week's video, week before, somebody said you must have a lot of storage space for your stock, with having so much stock. Well, I've shown it before, but this is an easy one for underneath your layout. I built myself these sliding drawers, might say. The drawer sliders, you get them at B&Q, about £8 for a set. Make a frame up. I have another one here. I've done a few around the layout, so I don't, with having, so the layout's at 3 foot high, you give you plenty of space underneath, and you can make use of it for that. And ideal, you just pull out. When you get to my edge, it's hard work bending over and going underneath, find stuff. That's the answer to that. Easily enough done. If I can do it, you can. Set the signal lights up on. Bought these on eBay. You recognise them if you see them on eBay. I think they were £6, £6.20 each. They're nice little lights are those. And of course, with the ladder and the framework, they're just light. It needs a bit of ballast putting out bottom, but I'm quite pleased with those. In that CMX cleaner on that outer track now, and then you see what I mean by I'm running my HST on behind, so in theory now this is cleaning the wheels on the HST as she goes along. And it's just running to the back of the cleaner. Slow that down. Can't do 2 jobs at once, can you? Running around there, cleaning the track. There was hesitating with that HST, so there was quite a bit of work on the track. Running far better now. That'll do. Got the message over. Clean the track segment and use either rubber or a cleaner. Well, I think this is in tier 2 with the Cavoris, so I'll be able to go down to the pub and have a pint now, because you can have a meal in there, so we can have a meal and a pint. Let's just hope it's all over by next year. Or sometime next year anyway, probably be after Easter anyway, but just be glad we're all back to normal.